All right, well, several beaches on the KZN South Coast have retained their blue flag status. Several others have joined the list for the first time in the Ray Nkonyeni municipality. Not a single Durban beach is on the list for the next 12 months. This is largely due to the ongoing untreated human sewage and industrial wastewater still flowing into the sea after the April and May floods. The floods have also damaged several sewage treatment works. As the festive season approaches, we look at the impact that this will have on the tourism sector. For that, we are now joined via Zoom by Brett Tungay, who is the chairperson of the Federated Hospitality Association of South Africa. Very warm welcome to you, Brett. Thank you very much for joining us here on SABC News, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
All right, let's start here. Talk to us about how beaches get this status or retain this particular status. What are the factors that are in fact looked into?
Well, basically it's a clean environment. Is that you want clean beaches in terms of the soil. You want clean water. So that encompasses the entire holistic environment around that beach. You want beach security, beach cleanliness, water cleanliness, and then unfortunately we're battling in those regards. You know, at the moment, eThekwini, they've got probably about half the money they need for sewage treatment repairs.
Yeah.
But the money's not getting out into the repairs. So we're still getting effluent coming into the rivers, which of course then is getting into the sea environment.
Yeah, I see that there's no Durban beach that has been put on the list. And how much really does it affect tourism? I mean, I frequent Durban on holidays, and I don't know if I've ever checked whether the beaches do have, the blue flag status. But I mean, is there generally an impact based on that status?
Historically, what you're saying is correct. Most people would have just gone to the coast, regardless of the status of the beach. Unfortunately, with the current situation since the floods, that has changed. And we're now regularly getting tourists that are coming to the coast, phoning in advance before they take up their bookings, and checking the conditions of the beach, of course, because that's what they want to do. They want to go to the beach, they want to have a swim, they want to have a suntan, have a relax, but you can't do that when the beaches are closed. And we're seeing a direct correlation in hotels and resorts between when the beaches are open in a particular area and occupancy, and it's a direct correlation, unfortunately.
And I mean, what do restaurant owners, the hotel groups have to say about all of this? I mean, is there any sort of intervention on their side that they could do, to push for those beaches where they are to in fact have this blue flag status, or is that really nothing that anyone can really do about it?
There's a huge level of frustration from the industry. The industry wants that. That is it is the benchmark for any coastal tourism resorts. Everybody wants blue flag beaches. Unfortunately, as a business owner on a beachfront property, a restaurant, your impact is extremely limited. The bigger impact, remember, this contamination is coming from inland.
Yeah.
It's coming down the water systems.
Right.
This is much larger than what, yes, a beach we often have, as you got the visuals there, businesses arrange beach cleanups. On a small scale, it does affect the status, but in the bigger picture, unfortunately, we need government intervention, and that's from municipal, provincial, and national level. And what we've been seeing, unfortunately, since the floods, is total inaction by government in this regard. Even to the extent that we as business have been even requesting, please get involved with us. Let us see what we can do to assist you guys. Let's see, we can bring in contractors, we can try and assist in project management, anything to try and assist the situation where we can better the environment, which of course benefits everybody. It's not just tourism, it's the local residents, it's the fishermen, it's the, you name it, everybody in the coastal economy.
Yeah. And how long do you anticipate, some of these problems then taking place? I mean, you look at something like, those floods that we saw in April, damaging, several sewage treatment works and infrastructure, and obviously then having an effect on the beaches. And I would assume that recovery would then take quite some time. What happens in the meantime, and how long do you anticipate this to be carrying on?
That's a very difficult question. At this stage, it's indefinite. The amount of action that we've been seeing in terms of repairs to a lot of the infrastructure that was damaged during the floods has been extremely minimal. On the sewage plants, especially wastewater. How long? We need government to take action. They're the only ones that can give us a fair idea of a time for.
All right, Brett, thanks very much for giving us your time. Brett Tungay, who's the chairperson for the Federated Hospitality Association of South Africa.